the Lord was doing favors. Blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few. Lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who'd be the latest. Can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is.
But hey, what about the
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh, yeah. See the crowd going air, they were like, ooh, yeah.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on, cut the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the runs. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, I'm running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. About the act,
Yeah.
and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that. Told her might be right back. Oh, yes, like that. I told her might be right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Double that.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
100 stack in the trunk with his fire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back. 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 I got the devil in my eye, doing guard work. I got the devil in my eye, doing guard work. I got the devil in my eye, doing guard work. I got the devil in my eye.
looking like they in the same clothes, new skin, script, the BBLs in your way.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Baker going to throw this right away. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
When you look at the Saints defense,
they played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucks a 7-0 lead. The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. Open man, that's Tillman. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup at 25. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Mayfield going to switch things up here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
quick throw to Olave. Down the left sideline. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes it to Olave. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To the right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete to Otten. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's Olave. strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Complete right side to Otten. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Now Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Now Mayfield lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, and now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Tackle made by Deidre Sinnott. The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Mayfield down. There's a short one taken in by Otton. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A first down throw for Mayfield. That's out. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Good catch and a first down by Johnson, who's really benefited from a move to tight end the last 2 seasons. Over 500 yards and a team-leading 7 touchdown catches last year. Feels like we haven't even seen the best of him yet.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Saints! Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
From the gun, Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Point it right.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points of the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll drop to throw.
He'll get...
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the 3rd quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. It definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield now on 2nd down.
That's caught down the field by Palmer.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Buccaneers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
To the right side, that's where Tillman is.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 17 there to New Orleans first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Down the right sideline. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. They run it again with Kamara. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That good for 19 and a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. On the tee, and the Saints kick team moves it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like... And now off to the races down the right side. He's still on his feet. He's on his way. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Baker going to change it up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 32. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
190 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First down, Mayfield. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. This is caught by Evans. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And some room to work. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on them to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for New Orleans, they're on a
I can get it gone in a blink. Money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the money in the middle. Boy, I just solved the riddle for this pound cake. Giggles. Now I see fiddle all around me. Little. My head was on a swivel.